Yeah, so, and 16 to 1 the other pair, Lucky Luke and Double Toil and Trouble. I get the impression you're edging towards Honest John.
Honest John, the selection, pour moi.
Lovely. Divine Intervention is the 11 to 8 favourite, 11 to 4 Honest John, 9 to 2 Taffy Thomas, 12 to 1 for Legendary Hop, 14 to 1 Lucky Luke, 16 to 1 Double Toil and Trouble. Interesting that Mark Wall, who rode Divine Intervention during his Hunter Chase days, manages to keep the ride. I just wonder whether that's, well, I presume that's something to do with the owner, I would guess.
Yes.
Runners, because he does train as well, Mark Wall does as well, I think.
Oh, does he?
I think so.
Their penultimate race of the day, 2 miles and 3/4 for the Eric and Lucy Papworth handicap chase. They start in front of the stands. First fence they take, though, over on the far side of the course, and it's the top one, Honest John, who cuts out the early running leads from Double Toil and Trouble, and for company in third place is Legendary Hop. Then there's a length back to Divine Intervention, who's racing on the outer of Taffy Thomas, and Lukey Luke is the back marker of the bunch for Peter Buchanan as they continue this run out towards the far side of the course. A couple of furlongs or so before they jump the first fence over in the back straight. They'll take 14 in total over this extended 2 3/4 mile journey. Front three are closely grouped with Honest John on the inside rail. One off the fence is Double Toil and Trouble, and then circling that pair is Legendary Hop. She's come through to Disputed as they take the first fence, and Double Toil and Trouble was not as quick as his two immediate rivals there as they quickly move on towards the second. Honest John and Legendary Hop will be in the air together. Divine Interventions move through to dispute third place with Double Toil and Trouble. Then Taffy Thomas and Lukey Luke is the back marker of the six as they all take the second fence safely. But once again, Double Toil and Trouble was rather deliberate and lost another length or so on the leading pair as they quickly move on towards the third fence over on the far side. It's another plain one, and then they'll take the second of the open ditches as they race over that fence without problem and go on then towards number 4. So it's Honest John who leads the way, but only narrowly from the previous course winner Legendary Hop, and they landed as one at that fence with a length back to Divine Intervention. Taffy Thomas is next in the field. Certainly Double Toil and Trouble has been rather slower than his rivals over the obstacles, and he's now dropped back into 5th place and has just got the held up Lukey Luke behind. Racing right-handed out of the far straight, and they're racing in pairs as they leave that far straight behind them. Honest John and Legendary Hop together, Divine Intervention and Taffy Thomas, and then the last two, Double Toil and Trouble and Lukey Luke. Pace just an ordinary one as they make the descent into the straight on this first circuit and head on towards the 3 plain fences that lead them up towards the stands. Legendary Hop towards the stand side of Honest John as they face the first of this trio of plain fences. Divine Intervention, this formerly smart hunter chaser, looking for a win in handicap company today, is poking his nose through to almost dispute it with that pair as they jump the first in the straight. Then Taffy Thomas, Lukey Luke, and finally just Double Toil and Trouble, the back marker of the bunch, as they go on towards the second in the straight. Legendary Hop, the improving Taffy Thomas, jumped that well and moved through, possibly to land just with a narrow advantage. Honest John still well there, a length to Divine Intervention, and the last two, Lukey Luke and Double Toil and Trouble. Again, Taffy Thomas impressed with his jumping at that next fence, and he's come through now for a share of the lead with Legendary Hop. Divine Intervention coming through between runners for Mark Wall to dispute it. And then the early pace setter, Honest John, who's now racing towards the outside of the field in 4th place. A length back to Lukey Luke. Still no real move from that one yet. And the back marker is Double Toil and Trouble, and now just beginning to drop off the main bunch by some 4 lengths as they race past their point of departure and make their run out towards the far side of the course. They've got 7 more fences to take from this point as they swing right-handed. Honest John gets just a reminder there from AP McCoy as they head out towards the far side of the track. And it is Taffy Thomas who made that move in front of the stands to take up the running and leads Legendary Hop, who's always been up with the pace. Divine Intervention well there, a length to Honest John as they go away down the far side, and then follows Lukey Luke, and the back marker is Double Toil and Trouble on towards the open ditch, the second in the back straight. Pace just beginning to quicken again as they go down the far side. Divine Intervention serving it up to Taffy Thomas as they head over the next fence on the far side, 6 from home, and it's Taffy Thomas, Divine Intervention. Then there's 5 lengths to Legendary Hop, who's made a mistake but was already beginning to weaken. Lukey Luke's come through for a share of third now with Honest John. Double Toil and Trouble still at the back of the field, well down the far side of the course, and the two leaders come to take that fence, and there was a blunder there from Divine Intervention. Taffy Thomas had just gone a length or so clear of Divine Intervention, who hit the fence very hard indeed, and Mark Wall had to sit tight as they jumped the last open ditch on the far side, and there were a couple of horses were pulled up. Legendary Hop and Honest John both pulled up before taking that fence, so we're down to just the 4 as Taffy Thomas makes the best of his way out of the back straight. Despite that blunder, Divine Intervention is coming back for a renewed effort, and Lukey Luke has been very patiently ridden by Peter Buchanan. He's getting into the argument as well. He's just a length away in 3rd, and these 3 well clear of Double Toil and Trouble, who's the only other one continuing as they make the run out of the back straight, but he's 15 lengths behind the leading trio. So off the final bend, and Taffy Thomas and Tom O'Brien head off the final turn, 2 lengths ahead of Divine Intervention and Lukey Luke, who race together in pursuit of the leader, and they're 12 clear of for Double Toil and Trouble. On towards 3 from home. Taffy Thomas, the one to catch, leads off that final bend. 3 more fences in front of him. He's a length and a half ahead of Lukey Luke and Divine Intervention. 3 from the finish. Taffy Thomas from Lukey Luke and Divine Intervention. No change there as they race then towards 2 from home. Taffy Thomas by 2. Ridden into the second last fence. Comes to take it with a 2-length advantage. Got it all wrong. Blundered badly and unships the rider there. Tom O'Brien, no chance of staying on board. And it's left Lukey Luke in front, but something amiss there as he has run out going towards the final fence, and it has left Divine Intervention in front, and Mark Wall will steer this one home to land this race in very unusual circumstances. Certainly he's coming home with probably only Double Toil and Trouble still in the race, but he was well adrift at the time. And Lukey Luke having been left clear by the departure of Taffy Thomas. Not sure if he was pulled up